Hey guys, welcome back to Vintage Vibes. I have my third video of part 3 of my Temu haul of 4 videos. I had to end up making it into 4. So on my last video, if my introduction sounded a little off, it was because I was trying to say, hey crafty friends and hey guys at the same time. So it sounded crazy, but I was like, okay, they know me. They know I'm crazy. So anyway, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my new subscribers and all my crafty friends. And today is Thursday, 3/27, and it's around 7:15 tonight. Actually, I had already made almost all of this video. And, sorry, I'm going to write my time down. Because at 6:15, an hour ago, I was 30 minutes into this video. Almost done. And the ring light broke. Busted. You see that? And it fell, and all the stuff started crumbling, and the light piece fell off. It was a disaster. So it broke. So guess what I had to do? Me and my hubby had to tape it up, clamp it up, until I can get me another one. But hey, it's made 90-something videos, so hey, can't complain, right? Can't complain. But anyway, we're going to move past it and jump into this Temu haul. And also in one of my videos, somebody asked me to show them how to add the bead to the bookmark. How did I get my bead on that bookmark? So I got one ready, and I'm going to show y'all that hopefully really fast for that person, whoever. I have it on my phone, but I can't take it down. But anyway, so hopefully they'll get back on here and watch this video, and they'll be able to see it. Okay. But I had said I was going to do that. I can get that black speck off of there. It's driving me up the wall. It's part of that light thing. But anyway, all you really have to do is I have a piece of wire, and it's really thin. Okay. Really, really thin. And I have a little bead pull through piece, but do not ask me where that is, because I could not tell you where that is. Okay, so you get your bead color that you like. I'm going to put this green piece on here, and I'm just going to put it on the wire really fast. Okay, okay. It's going to show out tonight, y'all. I'm going to tell you. Okay, so put that on there. Okay, now, and all you got to do is you have to take your wire piece, stick it through. Wait. Hold on. Now, see, I've lost my whole train of thought, and I did this earlier. Okay. You got to get it on here first. Oh, yeah, that's right. Bleh. Okay, now I got it. Okay, so you got to put your bead on and just kind of push that down a little bit, the little wire piece. Okay, you see, like that? Just like that. And all I do is I take my bead and I just get that pushed over that, and it'll pull through that bead and just hook it onto there like that. Okay. Now, then, what you have to do is either you can tie it here, or you can go ahead and loop it through first. Sometimes I loop it through first. So what you're going to do is you're going to take, since this has this big fat end on it like this, you could just leave it straight, but I like to have some stability, something to pull on. But anyway, but you just unhook it. Okay, from there for a minute. Okay. Now, and then you're going to take your bookmark piece. You see that? And you're going to take it back through there again. And you're going to put that loop on it. Okay. And you're just going to hook it down to where you can pull that tassel. You know, you just put another little hooky part on it and pull that through to get that on there. Okay. Okay. Now, and then you're going to take your fingers, because they asked me how did I get that bead and all through this. Well, all you got to do is take your fingers like you would anything else when you're, you know, like putting it through, and you just grab it at the bead part. And this one's kind of short, but, and you just pull it through. Okay, and that's it basically. That's basically all you do. And then what I do is I like to tie a knot. You know, you can tie a knot, but here's the thing. You got to get all these little threads in there, and some of them are shorter, and you got to be careful with these tassels, I found out, because I had one come apart on me just from pulling on it a little bit. So you got to be really careful with that. So just kind of grab them all and just kind of take it and hope that you get them all up in there. I'm just kind of twist it a little bit because it's hard, because these are like, you know, a lot of pieces that you got to get. Well, anyway, you get the gist of it. You got to tighten a knot, and then you just push your little knot down, but I'll have to do that off camera. But anyway, that's how you get the bead on it, and then you can tie your little knot. You know, it might have been easier to do it, but I don't think you'd have had enough room if you'd have done it first. But y'all know me, I'm so stubborn, I gotta do it. But anyway, I don't know if you could take a little piece and hold back them little tail pieces. There's just so many, but it will do. I mean, you just have to work with it quickly. Like, you just gotta show it who's the boss, I guess. Pull that big piece through there. Let's see. Come on, you can do it. Okay, good. And you just kind of keep your knot like close to the bead. Like, I like to make sure it's down by the bead. See? Yeah. And that's it. That's all you do. So that's that. Looks good. And then you take the little other piece off later. When I get ready to sell it, I'll do that. But that's that. So that's how you put the bead on there. That's how I put the bead on there. Okay, so anyway, let's move on, okay, to the Temu haul part. So the next thing we have is this house cutting die that I got. And it's not like the other one. It's a little bit smaller than the little other houses type thing. And let me get that moved out of my way for a minute so I can get my ruler. Okay. And I'll measure them. I think most of them are like 1.5 inches tall, maybe. Let's see. This is like 1 5/8 inches. And you got a little house that's like 1 5/8 inches. One's like 1 inch and something. Like 1 1/8 inches. So they're not real big. And they're like 3/4 wide. Yeah, so these are nice. And this got a little tag, y'all. Look how cute that little taggy is in there. But this has got 11 pieces, and it is $2.60. So I will link all these things down below. Okay. And then the next thing I have is these multicolored 10-piece keychain cable. And it was $1.19, and they're stainless steel. But they're wrapped in these pretty colors. So these are the colors that I got in my pack. And I will link those. And you can use these as keychains, or those wooden beads will fit on here, or probably some other kind of beads. Silicone, make little charms, add them to your keychain, whatever. These are nice. And you just kind of, they just kind of screw together. I just had one kind of put. But these are the colors. So we'll have to play around with that and see kind of what we come up with on that. Okay, and then the next thing I got was some free gift stickers. And I think this color is green. That's what they're calling it, okay? It looks aqua. It's aqua. That's what I wanted. But on the thing, it says it's green, like when you choose your color. But they were $2.06, and I believe there's 500 on here. I'll have to go back and check that to see if that's the ones I got purchased, but there was $2.06 for that. And I just love these stickers. Miss Lisa from Happy Crafty Shop inspired me to get these, because I believe that this is on her, some of her little free gift products. She has this little sticker. I think hers are pink, but I love the green. I love the aqua green color. So I thought those would be pretty to put on some of my things when I do my like my craft fairs and different things. So that's those I got. Okay. And then the next thing I picked up were these Cool Mom as a variety of transfer stickers. Now I don't know if they're called Cool Mom or not. That's just what I put because it was called Cool Mom Club, Mom's Club on the top part. But now you get 4 of each sticker on here, and I think there's 20 different stickers. Okay, so but you get 4, and I had put them in order on my last video. So you get 4 of these each. Okay, so let me just go back through them again. Y'all, I can't even make this up. It's so funny. But yeah, the whole thing broke. It just busted and it literally went everything. So let's see what we get. We got Keys to My Dream House. Oh my goodness. Let's see. These are they're just sticking together now. I don't know why they're so sticky, but they're so cute. Okay. And then that one says, drive safe, someone loves you. Okay, and then, oopsie, I just hit a curve. Okay, how many of us have done that at the bank or in the drive-thru? I know I have. This one says Cat Mom. And so cute. And then this one says Antisocial Butterfly. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are not sociable people. They just can't, you know, be sociable people because that's how they're made. They're called introverts, I think, and extrovert. That would probably be me because I like to talk and carry on stuff and all this kind of stuff. Okay, so there's the first set of 8. So you get these Cool Moms Club. Yes, you can. Keys to My Dream House. Drive safe, someone loves you. And oopsie, I just hit a curve. Cat Mom. Antisocial Butterfly, and these little flowers. These are really cute, y'all. I love these. They're so cute. So you get those. Okay. And then you get, let me pile these in the stack here. And then the next ones you get Teach, Love, and Inspire. These are in here too. And then you get Dog Mom. Let's see if that's, okay, that would be my 10, my set of 10. Okay, on that one. So that's 10. And then you would get You Are Enough. This is like the same. You get like 80 stickers, okay? And you get 4 of each, like 24 of each kind. You get 20 stickers, but there's 4 of them. Does that make sense? 4 of the same sticker of 20 different stickers. That sounds better, I think. I'm going to describe that a little bit better. Okay, so I'm trying to peel them apart because they're kind of sticking, but they're not sticking as far as sticking goes, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't make no sense, y'all. I know I don't, but anyway. Okay, so anyway, while I'm pulling these apart, there we go. We'll talk about that in a minute. Those say Teach, Love, and Inspire, Dog Mom, You Are Enough, Difference Maker, Text Me When You Get Home. Yeah, I did that with my sister. She don't live far from me, one of my sisters, and Sophia is her name. And I said, always text me when you get home, and she does the same thing. Sorry I'm late. I stopped for coffee. Self-love matters. Yes, it does. You need to take care of yourself and love yourself. Mama needs coffee. So there's another set of 8. And I think there will be 2 more sets. Let's see how much is left. So that would be 16, I think. And then we get these. You got caffeine fueled, half teacher, half coffee. And this one says have a nice day. So cute, y'all. I love these. And then this is Scrub Life, which are so adorable. Okay, so those are the last 4. So caffeine fueled, half teacher, half coffee. Have a nice day, and Scrub Life. So sweet. These are the transfer stickers for your motel kind of keychains, or your rounded ones, or your square ones. However, a rectangle, however you want to do it. Okay, so those are actually all of those. I think some of these will probably go in one pile and then the other pile. Okay, so we'll just stick them like that. Okay, so that is one set. Okay, and I paid $5.71 back when I got those from Temu. Okay, I'm gonna do the rubber band this way because they had it bent like the last time, and it was like horrible, like it was pushing on my stickers. So I was like, what's wrong with these people? Anyway, but that was $5.71, and then I got another set. These are kind of more teacher inspirational ones, and these are the transfer stickers again, and these are not sticking together like those were. These are nice. All these are so nice, y'all. But you get a set of 4, and I got those upside down, don't I? Okay, let's turn that around. But let's do 8. Y'all know I'm crazy. Look at that. These are so cute. The colors are beautiful. I love these. Now, I had said earlier when I was doing these, the first time I almost had this video made, what I would probably do, and you can tell, like, some of these don't have words, and you totally don't have to do it this way. But I would probably put a word on one side and like something cute to go with it on the other side, just because that's me and that's what I would do. And especially if it's not see-through keychain type thing, you could totally do that to make it kind of a little bit more, you know, pretty. But that says best teacher ever, and then it's got those cool little backpacks and things, and then you got this one that says teach, love, and inspire. Little art sets and different things, stuff that kind of goes along with school. That says teacher, teacher, teacher. It's got some cute little paper clips, and teachers plant seeds that grow forever. And these is really cute little rainbows and things. And then it has some more little backpacks and little leaves, and almost looks like a fall type thing. But these are really nice. These are nice colored stickers. Okay, so that would be the first set, let's see, of 8, and you're gonna have 20 and 4 of each sticker. So, okay, so there's that one. And then let's look at these last 2 in this, and we'll do 10, and then we'll do 10. That way you'll see the first 10, then there's 4 each. Oh, I think that went with the other one. Yeah, this one went with the somewhere in here. We'll look for it later. I'll look for it when I get done filming. Okay, then you got these 2 right here. These are so cute. And that one says teacher, teacher, teacher. And look at the little colored pencils. Oh, I don't like putting it up real close because it makes my stigmatism, ooh, when somebody does, like, it gets real focusy like that. Like, because if it gets too close to your eyeballs when you're watching the video, for me, it's just like, woo, push it down a little bit, push it down a little bit. You know, so, but that's kind of like a little tip, you know, if you're kind of interested in knowing that. But, you know, I'm just saying, don't mean you have to do it that way. I don't want to get anybody upset with me, but I just wanted to kind of put that out there, because sometimes it's, you know, especially people with stigmatism like me, you know. But this group of stickers, I paid $6.21 for these. Okay, so here's the other 10. So you got those. Now these, oh my gosh, y'all, I can't. I'm gonna show you 5 at a time on these, because these are so stinking cute. I love these, y'all. They're so pretty. Okay, there it goes there. Okay. Okay, so we got these 5. The influence of a good teacher can never be erased. And then you got the little pencils. Look how stinking cute those little pencils are. And the little books. They're so cute. Then you got these little pencils and rulers and hearts. And teaching is a work of heart. And this one says teacher. These are so cute. And look at me doing the same thing. Oh my goodness, y'all. I can't make it up. Alright, I think I dropped. Did I drop 2 of those? Trying to keep them all together. Where'd they go? Keep yourself together, people. Now, and let's do the last set of 5 for this group. I think. Or is that? Maybe that's right. Okay. So this is this part. Yeah. And then there's, I guess I've lost one of those. I'm not sure where that went to. There's no telling. It's probably in one of these other pieces. Right there. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I found it. Found it. And, oh, there we go. Now, there's those. So this says, half teacher, half coffee too. And this different colors. So pretty. Best teacher ever. Teach, love, and inspire. And teach, love, inspire. But it's different. And it takes a big heart to shape little minds. So cute, y'all. Okay, those are really precious. So those are those. Okay. Now, and that's the rest of those. Okay, there we go. Now, let's see. And make sure, did I show y'all this part? Yes, okay. I think I showed y'all these, right? Did I show y'all these? Please tell me I did. I know my grandma brain ain't working. Yes, alright. Okay, so those are those. $6.21 for that set. Okay. Now, and then the next thing I gotta show y'all is this flower trim. Now I've got 2 sets of this, but listen, there's 2 different numbers. So I paid, this is the flowers, and I've hauled these before, but I just love them and I needed a few more. Because I've kind of, but these are the colors on this. But they're so beautiful. Look how pretty, y'all. And it's a yard. And this one was $1.25. Okay. And for that one, so I'll have, like I said, everything's going to be linked in the description box. But I paid $1.40 for the same kind of flowers, but from a different person, I guess. So I don't know how that happens. I really don't. When you go back and add another one, that's what you get sometimes. So, and then I got the little daisies, are so pretty. Y'all, look how pretty. I love the daisies. I love the daisies. They're so pretty. Okay, I got the daisies. I don't know why that was getting so dark. It's getting dark in here. Okay, and those were $1.57, and that was a yard. Okay, and then I got, these are called Botanical Garden Sheets, y'all. And there's 6 in a pack, and these are like the PET type stickers. And I'm just going to lay 2 beside each other, but you get 6. Those are called Botanical Garden. They're really pretty. Y'all, these are pretty. These are nice. These are nice stickers. I'm going to use these on my keychains. Okay. Alright, so we got that too. And then you got this one. And they're different. They're different ones. And then that one. Really pretty. There's a bunch in here too on each little sheet. And this one of them kind of, you say, why didn't I get 2 of those? Because I only paid $1.09 for those. So those are pretty. Okay, and then I had some other ones that I kind of hauled before. I think I've showed them to y'all. I'm kind of pretty sure of that. And I was just going to kind of refresh your memory on those if you wanted to go back and check them out. Look at me shaking this thing. We don't want to break it. Okay, but this was in a pack, and I don't know what I paid for them. And I don't know if they were individually or if they were so many in one pack, but I'm just going to show you really quick. I'm not going to take them out, but that was Romantic Rose, Fern Grass Plant. I'm making bookmarks with all of these if y'all wondering. Luann Tail Flowers. There's like a purple and cute chrysanthemum. I think that's how you would say that. A lot of daisies and different things. So those are pretty. And then I've got the eucalyptus leaves, the lucky clovers, and some lavender and coldflowers. So that should keep me busy for a while. So those are really pretty. Okay. And then, and these are really cute, y'all. These are really cute. Okay. This is called Vintage Style Ladybug. Okay. And you get like, I think there's 8 sheets. Okay. But this is how it's packaged. And you can even use this little piece right here, up in here, if you want it to. And then this little side back here, look at that. That is really cute. Okay. But let me show you. These are like, they're kind of muted, but they're not the size of them, y'all. Let's measure it, because I don't think it's a true, yeah, it's not even a true 6. It's like 5 5/8 by 8 1/4 long. Okay. And I figured out the other day while I'm showing you these, and these are different pieces. I think there's 8 altogether. I figured out the other day why my paper, that envelope style thing, was so long. And y'all have not seen that video yet, because that's in my not in my giveaway, but it's in my my Pinkalicious swap that I was in from Crafty Crafts by Dina on her Facebook page thing, and it's went to my swap partner. But I will explain that to y'all when you get, because I hadn't posted the video because I want her to get her stuff, and she should get it by tomorrow or the next day, because I did 2-day priority mail and it went yesterday. But anyway, I like for them to be surprised. But the thing is, I couldn't figure out why my piece was so, it was 15 inches and something. And I'm like, how did that happen? But what happened was, and I'm going to explain it if you watch this video through on what we're doing right now, but I'd cut it on the diagonal of a 12 by 12. And that's why it didn't have any join in together pieces. And I was befuddled by that. I didn't remember doing that. It was the craziest thing. But anyway, these are these 2 sheets. Okay. And then you got that one and that one. There's no repeats. Okay. And then you got, this is kind of a different color in this set, which kind of was a little bit, threw me off. And I thought, okay, they just stuck a one with some pink in it. And then you got, that was the only one like that, but I think there's 8 sheets. And they don't match. There's no repeats, though. These are really pretty. I thought those were really nice. Okay. And it's a nice, it's not really, it's paperweight, but a little thicker than paperweight. Okay, so those were $2.10. All right, and then this one is called Creamy. And this one is 12 different designs, 2 sheets each, and it's 6 by 6 paper. Okay, so we're going to go through it really quick. But the strawberries are really pretty. Now, this is not a bright, vibrant color, but I think it's meant to be kind of vintagey. I don't know, and that's kind of what I wanted it to look like. So they're really pretty. So you get 2 of each. That's really cute, y'all. But this one is really nice. But it's called Creamy. And I just love it. I think it's so beautiful. Look at how pretty that is. But I paid $3.39 and you get 24 sheets. So it's nice. Look at that little locket thing. I love that. This is so sweet. The little gems. Look how sweet those are. I love that. Oh my goodness, it's so cute, y'all. Yeah, these are really nice. These are pretty. Yeah, nice papers. I love them. I just wish they were a little more vibrant, but you know, it is what it is. So that's what that is. But I love them. I think they're pretty. Okay, and now this is what's so funny, y'all. This is what's so funny. Okay, so I got these to make some stuff with. And one of them is called, they're both called Let It Be, but one has numbers. And I'm going to show you the difference in a minute. They're the same until you get to the last page. And the last page is different. And one's called Let It Be, and this one has numbers in front of the Let It Be. And so whichever page you want to get is going to depend. You see, this is in the second one. So that's the last page. It's the only difference in these two, between these two. And the price, of course. Don't let me tell you about this price. Okay. So let's just flip through. One was $1.90 and one was $1.84. So it was like 6 cents difference. So I don't know. But anyway, we'll flip through them real quick. But this one is really cute. And you got that. And they're both exactly the same except for the last page I just showed you. Some little breads and pies and cookies. And so sweet. And these are kind of vintagey. And I wanted them to look vintagey like muted. So they're kind of a muted too. But they look at the little mixers. Yeah, this is kind of like just roll with it paper collection. You know, but this is kind of Temu's version of it. Now, I don't know if they even make the, I don't know who makes all this stuff, but these are really cute. But I wanted these like this, so. But anyway, so that's that. And then one last piece of this papers, and I paid $3.86 for this pack. Now look, I had ordered some coffee looking ones before, and they weren't this big. Now, these coffees on this paper, and this is 6x6, are a little big. They're a little bigger than what I expected, okay? Because, anyway, I do love them, okay? So, you get, like, and I think they're different, like, they're all different. I don't think they're, like, the same. Yes, they are. I bet there's 2 or 3 of each. Okay, let's see. So, you get that one. I think they repeat. I think you get, because it doesn't say, oh yes it does, 36 pieces. So I bet you get 3 of each. Oh, there's 12 and there's 3 of each design. Okay, so you're going to get that one, that one, that one. Now see, the first one I ordered, this was kind of the realistic size. Do you see that? Okay. And there's some coffee beans. Some like coffee type looking swirly paper. And these are really muted too. Okay. About him in frame. That's really cute. Some more little coffee beans. This is a cute little page. Look at all that. The little chocolates. The little pastries. The little Irish cream coffees. That one says coffee. And then there's that repeat again. So that's what you're going to get. You're going to get the same repeat of those first 12. Okay, so that's what that is. Now, the next thing, y'all know what? I didn't write that on there, but I'm almost done. Okay, I'll have to make sure I write the coffee pack on there. I didn't write that on there. Okay. Let me write that on there so I don't forget, because I like to get all of my my stuff lined up when I do my links, get it all typed on, and then go back and add the links kind of to it real quick. It's easier. I found that it's easier to do that. Now, here's the measuring sticks I was using the other night, and it's a 2-packer. It's a white and a red. I paid $1.38. and they measure your beads. You know, I was showing y'all on the other video, but they're nice, and they got a ruler side, and then they got the centimeter, and it kind of tells you the millimeter, whatever the millimeter of the bead, how to, you know, how big the bead is, and I wanted that. So I have a red one and a white one, and they were $1.38 for those two. And last but not least, on this video, and I got like 14 more items on my next video. I'm going to get this one done, hopefully without something breaking. But, however, I found this. It's a little selfie stick, okay. It has some little instructions that go with it. But it's real simple. It's wireless. It's very cool, y'all. And I did not write the price. Oh, yes, I did. $5.44. Now, however, it don't have like a big ring light on it, but it does have a light. And I was thinking, oh, I might have to use this sometime if I'm in another location, or you can take it with you. You know, it's better than like just a regular selfie stick, y'all. I'll post it. It's very heavy duty. I absolutely love this thing. Look, it's compact. It's kind of heavy. It's not real light, cheap weight, okay? And I think it had a cord. Did it have a cord? All right, where's my cord, people? I bet I left it. But yeah, I think it's wireless. Okay, I don't know. But anyway, we'll see. Okay, so it lifts up. Okay, and it has okay, so I figured it out the other day. Okay, it's like a little tripod stand. Y'all, look how cute that is. I can't make this up. Now watch what it does. You can put your phone like in there. Okay. And you can, like, this is where you take the pictures or whatever you want to do. Use a selfie stick, or you can also film with it. But, however, oh yeah, it'll rotate. This will turn, like, away from the legs too. Like, okay, I guess if you wanted to film something, I don't think it, like, I wish it would, like, go out more, like, stand up more. But it doesn't do that. But this light works too, y'all. I can't even make it up. Look at the little light. The little light works on it too. See, let's see if it does be bright underneath it. This does show up bright. Oh, kinda. But anyway. But I like it. I think it's cute. Just like a little selfie type stick, where you can put your phone on it. You see that? It's so cute. And the little lights is so cute, y'all. I love it. And you have to hold it to turn the light off. Well, that's going to make a liar. Oh, yeah. You hold it down till it turns off. But that is so sweet. Okay. And your phone, I think it's magnetized or something. I haven't tried it. Let's see. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. But I thought it was really cute to travel with. And it's $5. And I don't think it's a plug-in that goes on it. I think it just has this little light on it. And I wonder, once it's out, maybe. Okay, guys. Well, remote control instructions. Indicator will blink. Bluetooth. Oh, so you pair it with your cell phone. Oh, okay. You can pair it with your cell phone, y'all. Okay, that's cool. See, I hadn't even read the instructions. I just thought it was cool looking. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. Okay, so yeah, it says you long press the remote button to power on LED. Indicator will blink. Search and pair with Bluetooth name on your cell phone. And the LED, this light will stop blinking. I guess that's why it was blinking a while ago. It's probably looking. After successfully connecting, use the remote control to capture pictures. LED flash. And it will automatically shut down in 5 minutes if not paired. and the remote control will automatically sleep in 10 minutes without any operations and auto shut down after another 10 minutes if not awakened. Long press the remote button to power off LED indicator flashes 3 times, then shut down. So, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Okay, so just saying, if you're in a pinch and you want to record something, there you go. And it'll just turn right back down, and it'll go back in its cute little box. So if you're interested in that, go grab that. But I'll have it all in the description box. But anyway, real quick, thank you for coming to my channel and hanging out with me. And also, Jaden's doctor finally called me back, and on his feet turning purple and everything. And she said that that is kind of normal. When you're not been walking for a long time, you've had cast on, and sometimes the blood when you get up will rush really fast to the bottom of your legs and feet, and it's going to take time for that to get better. So hopefully that's the case, and we're trusting in that. And so we're going to go to physical therapy tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. But anyway, so I'll get back on here with my 4th part of the last part of the video, and I've got some really cool finds of that part. It's lots of little things to make little keychains and stuff with, and some pins that I wanted to show y'all. Not during this group of Temu hauls, but my very other one way before my last Temu haul. And I was gonna, that had all the little bead things that go on beaded pins. And I said in the video, well, I bet y'all wondering why I have all this. Well, it's for those pins. I didn't show them to y'all. I forgot. But anyway, that's gonna be in this next part, the last part, the 4 part of the 4 videos. So stay tuned for that. And I love you all. Have a great night. But God loves you more. Bye, guys.